Hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube tutorial channel. So this one, as always, please go ahead and follow me on GitHub, my website, and email me, of course. Now, I am now starting a new series. Just before this video, I wrapped up a series of tutorials on C# basics. So that is done for now, although I might add a couple of videos to that. And this video is, me welcoming you to the next series of videos, which is WebAPI.NET Basics. Okay, the previous video obviously is a prerequisite for this series of videos, right? I will be talking about it. So the goal here is to, similar to the previous beginner series, this series of tutorials is aimed at beginner developer, first-time developers who are planning to apply for internships, planning to apply for this first job, and so on and so forth. These videos are very basic. They won't be of any use to intermediate developers or people who are already in the industry, and so on and so forth. So this is specifically useful for first-time developers. So my plan here is to take you through a lot of different things that we do when we are building a full stack .NET web app. Now, for the purpose of this tutorial series, I have already developed two projects. Okay, so let me go quickly and show that. So I have one project here. I'll put the link on the GitHub. I have one project called Comic Book Shop. Okay, so this is a full stack C# app. This one, I have a very simple project architecture here. I'm kind of following the microservice approach, where each project is an independent service and each of them is connected to each other. For example, the authentication service provides authentication for the web app. It provides authentication for the message bus. It provides authentication for anybody else who might need authentication, and so on. For example, the shopping cart, the product service, the coupon service, and all that. The web app will consume the shopping cart service. The web app will consume the OAuth service. The web app will consume the coupon service. It will consume the product service. It will consume the order service. And of course, there is a very small Azure component as well, a message bus, which receives the messages from the authentication service, from the shopping cart service, and the order service. And then the messages are processed by the logging service in the green color. So it is a very simple project. The code is already there on GitHub. Okay, the code is already available here. If you go to my profile, I'll put the link, of course. The code is already available here in the there you go. I've already added the code also, and I have made in the documentation, I have made some videos as well on how to run and stuff like that. So I have updated everything. So for me now, how does the project look? Let's get into that. So this is the project. You can see here on the right side, I've already configured it to run locally. There are a lot of steps you have to do to make it run. So let's go ahead and build it here. Hold on. Yeah, I just had to, get some drinking water. Hold on. Okay then, so there we go. Now this is the first project, which will be like a reference project for all the recorded classes. Whatever I teach, it is going to be aimed at helping you build this project. So you can see here, it is a beginner project, but it has a lot of services. And there it is. That's the main web app. Okay, so it is like a very simple e-commerce shop. I like comic books, so I made it like welcome to JS comic book. So here, you have the option to go ahead and register an account. Let me just do that here. So you have the option here to register an account. You have the option to log in the account. I'm already logged in here, so I can go ahead and look at the products. I can go ahead and add them to cart. And I have some simple notifications here, and I go to the cart, and then I go ahead and go on the order page. Let me just put some order details here. Batman dccomics.com and phone number Just put some phone number, and then I'm going to place the order. And I already added a Stripe connection to it. So there we go. Stripe is already connected. And again, Batman DCcomics.com, adding the dummy card 4242424242. And then the year, any year you want, any number you want. The Batman is the card holder name. And then I'm going to go ahead and place a dummy order. And then one moment I do that, I do get an order confirmation. Let's see. Okay, there you go, order confirmation. And that's the simple project we are talking about. There is also a management dashboard where we have the option to create coupons, add coupons, create products, edit products, and so on and so forth. So this is one of the projects that I will be building during these, whatever I teach in this beginner series. The ultimate goal is at the end of the video series. I don't know how many videos it will become. It could be 5 videos, it could be 10 videos, it could be 20 videos. I don't know it. So my plan is to teach all the basics that you need before at the end we'll build this comic book shop e-commerce project as the capstone project. So this is project number 1. And another project that I have which is part of the video series is this one. Let me go ahead and run that as well. So I'm going to stop this. I'll go back here and build, rebuild. Okay, here we go. And this one is mostly about you consuming Azure services. So here it's a very simple photo upload and photo gallery kind of system. It works with Azure Blob Storage, containers and things like that. So if I go here, you can see here it has a nice API endpoint where we can create containers, upload photos, modify container properties and things like that. So all we do here is you go ahead and upload a photo. So let's do that. Let's go to desktop. There we go. I just created some images using AI. So I'm going to take, let's say, this image. There we go. And then I'm going to upload. And the image is uploaded. And I can see here, I can go to photo display. And I have a very simple photo gallery running here, and all the photos are also visible here also. So it's a very simple project just to show how you can do a simple content management system where you can upload photos to the cloud and then get the photos back and look at them using a very simple bootstrap gallery and so on. So these are the 2 projects that I am talking about. So in both these projects, we will be focusing about backend development. We'll be focusing on the concepts around web API. We'll be focusing on how to use Swagger. Also Postman, let me just update that here. Also Postman, we'll also be looking at how do we use dependency injection for all the services. Not only will we be injecting the many interfaces we are implementing, will also be injecting all the services. You saw in the architecture we have so many services, so they have to become available to other services. We'll also be talking a little bit about databases with EF Core and so on and so forth. So this is really my game plan here. My plan is to teach of course I will be teaching, especially when we work on the photo blobber project, I will be focusing on different Azure concepts. Like right now I have the basic Azure Blob Storage upload and download working, but as time goes, I do plan to add more features to this one. For example, one of the things I really want to do is, like in this project, I already have a Azure Service Bus service working and logging, so I want to bring it over to here this as well. So every time an image is uploaded, I could process it, I could send a message and then process it as some kind of a logging facility elsewhere. So this is really my plan here. So at the end of this series of tutorials, you will have all the basic knowledge you need to build these 2 simple projects. Okay, they are beginner level projects, although they look fairly complex. I would like to think that they are beginner level projects. So I'll be talking about everything, migrations. I'll be talking about database context, controllers, JSON return types, custom types, interfaces, implementing interfaces, NuGet packages, all the way from the basic to getting this project up and running locally on your computer. Now, it's possible by the time I finish recording all these tutorials, I may even go ahead and add more videos related to authentic. I mean, of course, in this project already has authentication, so I'll be talking about that as well. I will also go ahead and see if I can make videos about deploying it to Azure, both manually and also using continuous integration and continuous deployment. So I plan to keep adding more and more concept as time goes by. But the ultimate goal is to build these projects at the end as a capstone project. So I have 2 projects as of now at the time of this recording. I may have more before this video series is over. But anyway, so that is this one. So once again, welcome to the C# Web API.NET development series. This is mainly focused for beginners, and we're going to build 2 projects at the end of this series. I don't know how many videos it will take, so we'll see about that. And then that's the story. So I'll see you in the next video.